right, so here he is, DC, the biggest superstar in mixed martial arts history, former two-division UFC champion Conor McGregor, and a lot of people thought maybe he wouldn't come back to the proving ground. He's got a lot to prove when it comes to his MMA legacy, and as such, McGregor returns to the octagon here tonight.
When you talk about Conor McGregor, you're talking about a star that transcends mixed martial arts. We've seen a lot of people come and go, but no one has ever reached the level of Conor McGregor. And you think he's just a talker. No, there is a ton of substance to everything that he does. From the moment he stepped into the octagon, he said what he was gonna do, and he eventually did it. From knocking guys out left and right to becoming a two-division champion, knocked out Jose Aldo, knocked out Eddie Alvarez. There's just too much to say about the Notorious.
And I'm glad you put it that way, because he is this larger-than-life character, and I think at times people lose sight of just how skilled a martial artist this is. Elite striker, tremendous distance management. Few move better on the feet than Conor McGregor, and he'll look to put those striking skills to good use yet again tonight as Conor McGregor returns. All right, so here he is representing the American Kickboxing Academy, the inimitable Khabib Nurmagomedov, and this guy makes his way to the octagon, DC. You run out of time setting up everything he's accomplished, but he always puts that status as an undefeated fighter and UFC champion on the line. He will do so again here tonight.
The moment he walked in the AKA, you understood that there was something special about Nurmagomedov. He was a guy that was always listening, although he spoke no English. He was always listening and paying attention to try to learn how to improve himself. And the moment he stepped foot in the gym, he was just open to each and every lesson, and now it's showing over the course of his UFC career. He was undefeated going into the UFC, and he has only built on that and become a champion, one of the most well-rounded fighters in all of the UFC.
You know, your college wrestling teammates have told me when you showed up at Oklahoma State, you didn't speak English either.
No, I didn't. It was all Southern Creole accent. It was all, hey, my boy.
Right. Well, your English is now very proper, and so is Khabib's, and he's back on the proving ground here tonight, again trying to prove himself as one of the pound-for-pound greatest fighters on this UFC roster.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Loving. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 22 wins, 6 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Dublin, Ireland, the notorious Conor McGregor! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a grappler, holding a professional record of 29 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of the Republic of Dagestan, Russia, Khabib, the Eagle, Nurmagomedov!
Okay, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch left, do it now, go back to your corner.
They touch him up, and we are underway. All right, so the rematch is upon us. Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Conor McGregor. Gotta think both sides might change some things up here in advance of this second meeting.
You have to make adjustments if you're going to be successful in a rematch. No two fights are the same, so you have to approach it as if you guys have never fought before. I know the Nurmagomedov camp has made adjustments.
Conor McGregor gets caught with that punch. Don't be afraid to get that head off the center. All right, so there's the early take takedown. He told us on Thursday he didn't necessarily see a path to victory if he couldn't get takedowns. That is certainly a good sign.
Right away, he got the takedown. I don't believe they could have imagined that it would work so well so early. Great job. Big punch from the clinch.
And they separate. Well, he's got the reach advantage. You might as well use it. Nice job there to find a home for that jab.
Beautiful punch. One takedown is easy to defend. When you start stringing them together is when guys struggle.
All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Nurmagomedov's back in full mount.
Now the guy's got arm bar. He's attacking it on it.
Bottom fighter trying to control, and he's out. Oh, man. This ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, he creates this space to land these beautiful ground and pound combinations.
Back to the stand-up now, both fighters upright. So just over 20 total strikes have now landed for Khabib Nurmagomedov. Nurmagomedov gets caught with that punch. He'd be wise to get those hands up. Trying to establish that jab once again. And that left hook landed on the button.
Ooh, another shot to the head.
That punch no good. 20 seconds to go.
That was a thudded leg kick.
Round two next. All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round. DC, a lot for the replay guys to choose.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
Breathe and relax. I need you to suck it up this one, okay? You're missing those takedowns because you're not setting them up. You're going to get countered if you...
Round two is here. Khabib Nurmagomedov and Conor McGregor. Nice punch there by McGregor.
Big leg kick lands.
Pretty good right hand. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. McGregor's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. Oh, really using his reach advantage there with that punch, DC. Nice defense there. Single leg attempt, no good. And they separate. Out of range with that one. Well, you start to really worry about the wrestling, and there's that left hand from Khabib.
Underrated. I mean, it's a very underrated part of his game, his ability to stand and strike with anybody in the UFC.
So 39 total strikes have now landed for Khabib Nurmagomedov. And connecting at a pretty good rate, DC, 60% accuracy thus far against Conor McGregor. Oh, hammer fist here by Nurmagomedov. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire.
Now he's on top of him looking for the finish.
Trying for a submission here.
He's gonna attack armbar here.
Nicely done. All fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. Back to the feet now. So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative. Over the top. This fight's going to be over, DC.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high when the opponent got him going low, and now he's got him hurt very badly.
Nice hammer fist. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Oh, nice work from the bottom. Tags him with the punch. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Nurmagomedov. Mcgrgor gets back up again. Nicely done.
Punch over the top.
All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. All right, so there's the end of the round. He stayed committed to doing damage upstairs and landed a seminal blow in that round.
It was accumulation of those strikes. He kept hitting him over and over to the head. Eventually, he found the one that really did damage his opponent.
Nice job out there. He's exhausted. Your ground control is unstoppable. Whatever you want to do down there, you can do. Be careful on the feet. Let's get in close.
Third round underway. Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here. Oh, and he connects there. His hands look good tonight.
So fast. I mean, this guy has tremendous hand speed.
Oh, nice land there by Nurmagomedov. When he made his UFC debut in 2012, he wasn't striking like that.
No, he did not look like this. And that's a credit to his coaches, not only at the American Kickboxing Academy, but at Eagles MMA over in Dagestan.
So 65 total strikes.
Shot a double leg.
Oh, how about the slam there? That one cannot feel good. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Fighters back to their feet here. Superman punch lands. Oh, big elbow. Oh! Just misses with the straight right. Nurmagomedov gets in the clinch again. This has historically...
Oh, man, look at that. Perfect. Got to the leg, got to his position, got another beautiful takedown.
All right, working inside the closed guard now. Oh, McGregor's lower jaw looking extremely swollen now. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
He missed with that jab attempt there. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. Clean with the right hook. Oh, he's really starting to apply pressure on his opponent here. Different approach here in the last couple rounds.
Take him down, cut him. Take him down, cut him. Over and over, he's securing these takedowns.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC.
He jumps on a headlock. We call this in wrestling just a headlock. And if you're not careful, you can get stuck in an arm triangle.
Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Then he's out. All right, so he postures up here and now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be aplenty from this position.
Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by McGregor. All right, working inside the now open guard of his opponent. Uh-oh.
Throwing up a triangle. The guy on his back is very good at submissions, and if he's not careful here, he's going to get stuck, and he will have to submit.
That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds.
Sit down. Great work. That was really, really good.
right, so there's the end of the round. The storyline over those previous 5 minutes, volume takedowns, offensive wrestling.
Yeah, this is an exhausting type of fight. Not only for the offensive fighter, but also for the opponent. Always being under attack, always being defensive, always reacting starts to really wear at your gas tank. It's interesting to see who is more fresh going into the next round.
Well, he certainly had his way with his opponent in that previous round, and with this guy, even when you know what's coming, sometimes it's still just hard to stop.
Yes, because he's always changing it up. The first time, it may be a high crotch entry. The second time, you may get single. Third time, it may be double. Ultimately, it always leads to him in the top position, trying to find space for his ground and pound.
All right, Muay Thai clinch. A lot of elbows and knees could be coming from here. We'll see how he chooses to attack.
Yeah, it's a very dangerous position, but an advantageous one for the offensive fighter. Watch for the defensive guy to try to break this immediately. That's a big strike right there.
Oh, working hard here against the fence. We'll see if he can get the takedown. Well, we wondered earlier why there weren't as many body strikes. He's making up for lost time here. Shot to the body. The overhand, now he's hurt.
That's one of those shots that if you take one of them, if you get the nightcap, will land right on the spot.
Oh, he landed a beautiful straight punch there, DC. He's... Well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Oh, some big punches raining down here, picking his spots well, and hasn't chosen to engage his opponent on the ground necessarily, posturing up and making these shots count.
I mean, why would he? He's having so much success doing it and fighting in this exact same manner that's leading him to be ahead in the fight right now.
Oh, wow, that happened quickly as the fighter reverses position there on the ground.
Unbelievable position change. Wow, what a transition.
Back to the feet now. Oh, looked like he might have been in range, but misses with the kick. And now they are throwing both sides with conviction.
I mean, he's cutting them down the sides with these beautiful legs.
And the ankle pick to get him down. We'll see if he can capitalize.
Got the ankle pick. Let's see how he advances from this position.
Gets right back up.
I mean, what an ankle pick. If he would have drove into his opponent, maybe he would have secured the top position.
Oh, look at that. He leapt up and landed the diving punch to the head. Under a minute to go in round 4. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went headhunting, landed, nearly got the finish, too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't headhunt. In this case, he's been headhunting, and he landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
Deep breath for me. You're doing fine. We can go out there and you can win this fight, but I need you to do it now. We're down on the scorecards. You're losing.
You ready? You ready?
5th and final round.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
Oh, lands another beautiful strike to the body, really starting to connect at will when it comes to working the body, and especially effective doing it later in this fight. Didn't see a lot of that from him in the earlier rounds.
Oh, that was a big takedown. Is this the one that's gonna break it?
All right, so you gotta be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Oh, little single collar tie there. Oh, big roundhouse attempt, but unable to land. Could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school.
Both fighters here continuing to try to get a more dominant position in the clinch, getting fatigued in the process, I would think.
It's very taxing to be chest to chest, a position we call 50-50 because nobody has the advantage. Who's going to be the one to find that one little area that they can expose to give them the slightest advantage?
Wow.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back in range.
That's a pretty good right hand there by your teammate, Khabib Nurmagomedov, DC.
You're so worried about the wrestling.
Oh, diving right hand.
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Under 2 minutes now with which to work. I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter.
Right now, it looks like he may be trying to set up an arm triangle choke. He needs to secure the left arm, push it across, and secure it with his head.
Nicely done. And he landed the right hand there. Certainly a strong front runner for fight of the night as we go down to the wire here between these two combatants.
They're both so skilled. They're both so prepared. We knew right away this is going to be a very evenly matched competition.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. All right, so good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 48-47, 49-46, and 48-47. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
Well, he did not get the finish that he certainly prioritized when we sat down with him at our fighter meeting, but a win is a win. He gets it done by unanimous decision.
And he said he wanted to finish. But sometimes your opponent's not willing to play the game. In those instances, all you can do is control what you can control, and that's fight to the best of your ability. He did exactly that tonight.